What's up? Dr. Mark Heisig here. So what I wanted to do, make sure that's filming, I think it is. So what I wanted to do is take a little more of an informal approach towards my newsletters and to make it a little more digestible with short videos. Try to keep them less than 10 minutes, right around 5 minutes. So with the holidays here, with lots of food and lots of sweets and lots of goodies here, I want to talk about the gut-brain axis. So your gut and your brain talk, they communicate. They communicate via the vagus nerve, via gut hormones and neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, and they communicate via little metabolites and products that your microbiome produce and release into the blood. And I want to talk about that, your gut microbiome, because there's 5 really easy ways that we can keep it happy, and when it's not happy, we see dysbiosis, irritable bowel symptoms, anxiety, brain fog, different sort of functional things that we can clear up really easily with some foundation type stuff. So to kick off the 5 things, basic macronutrients, protein, fats, and carbs. There's a movement, not a movement, but there's kind of a trend right now to kind of fear carbs with the keto, paleo, intermittent fasting crowd. We have research that carbohydrates increase tryptophan levels, promote normal melatonin production, good night's sleep, and sleep beats almost every medication we have out there. We know that carbohydrates, in conjunction with proteins and fats, that carbohydrates can help stabilize blood sugar levels, immune function, attenuate inflammatory responses, and just kind of keep us healthy. So keep your diet balanced. Your gut microbiome is going to love that. Second is fiber. Make sure you're getting adequate fiber. So again, off of that kind of keto, paleo crowd, we've got this carnivore crowd developing, and they only eat animal products, and so they're severely lacking their fiber. I haven't looked into that research, to be totally honest. I'm sure there is research, but additionally we have tons of research that adequate fiber prevents cardiovascular disease, diabetes, colon cancer, certain gut disorders. So we like fiber. I don't know why people are trying to avoid it. And additionally, as it relates to the microbiome, is your microbiome it eats fiber, and the byproducts of it eating fiber are things like short chain fatty acids, butyric acid, caprylic acid, those things that help us. So we want fiber. Our gut microbiome wants fiber. It's going to help this gut-brain axis. So we've got basic macros, fiber. The other thing to consider if you want to keep your microbiome healthy and it's not healthy is probiotics. So that can be in the form of fermented foods, in probiotic supplements. But the thing to know with that is you're going to want to talk with your doc. There's single-strain, multi-strain, probiotics with prebiotics, spore-based probiotics. It can get really specific depending on what you need. So talk with your doc about that one. Macros, fiber, probiotics. Then we've got, again, the last 3 things, probiotics, and the last 2 things I'm going to talk about, you really want to talk with your doctor about. So probiotics, specific amino acids, so branch chains, tyrosine, glutamine, different, I guess, gut-loving amino acids. Your gut loves glutamine, your gut likes tyrosine, your gut likes branch chains. We talk a lot about glutamine in irritable bowel syndrome, in leaky gut, things like that. What that's going to do is it's going to provide substrate to help your gut sort of heal and enjoy itself, but it's going to provide fuel for those enteric cells, and it's going to provide precursors to those gut hormones that we talked about, serotonin, dopamine. I want to say GABA showed up in some of the research. Those neurotransmitters talk with your brain, your gut-brain axis. So if you're providing substrate through amino acids, through adequate protein with your macros, that's going to help kind of balance things out. And then the last thing was a note from Dr. Rebecca Miller, who is kind of the head here at Holistic Urgent Care, Primary Care. She had mentioned to me butyric acid, and I don't know why I hadn't thought of that. Butyric acid is one of the byproducts of when we break down fibers, when we create short-chain fatty acids. Butyric acid is a short-chain fatty acid, and when your gut microbiome is not doing so hot, you're not going to produce as much of that. So it's a way to kind of hack. It's a way to skip steps. You can just supplement butyric acid instead of waiting on your dysbiotic gut to produce it. So that's kind of a cool way to feel better and to get things kind of kick-started while you're working on the other things like diet and exercise and sleep, maybe some probiotics, maybe some amino acids as you're building your gut up. What we know is that if you have, like, let's say I played hockey, so let's say I had a concussion. Within 20 minutes to 120 minutes from that concussion, my gut starts to get leaky, and so does my blood-brain barrier. And that's where we see altered immune and altered inflammatory responses systemically that can affect the brain. Other things we see, so that relationship is basically used to say, like, hey, if during a concussion the brain gets leaky and the gut gets leaky, maybe it works both ways. And so by taking care of the gut, we can take care of the brain. So keep those 5 things in mind: balanced meals, fiber, probiotics, talk with your doc about amino acid supplementation, and talk with your doc about butyric acid. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this helps you. I hope you can go into your grocery store or go into your next doctor's appointment more informed. If this was helpful, please share it with friends, family, colleagues, anyone. I really want to help as many people as I can with some really evidence-based and simple information. So if this was helpful, please share it. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching.